Welcome to Bitcoin News today on the 6th of September 2018, and today we're going to take a deeper look into this sudden decrease in price that we saw at 10:45 a.m. yesterday on the 5th of September. So I did a technical analysis yesterday, but I did get questions about why this happened in relation to the news. So let's look at what news occurred at that time. And there was two big stories really out that caused an increase in search volume that I can find at that time. And the one in red, according to Google Trends, is the Goldman Sachs story. Let's fit that in on the page better for you there. So this sudden breakout there was the Goldman Sachs Bitcoin news story yesterday. That could have been timed at this point when we were expecting a decrease in price, as I mentioned in a previous video. So here we go. According to the fortune.com website, Goldman Sachs is dropping its plans to open a trading desk focused on cryptocurrencies. Business Insider reported this on Wednesday. Previous reports had indicated that Goldman was hoping to set up a trading desk for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies by the end of June, so perhaps some traders factored it into their prices. And now Business Insider says officials at the investment firm realised that more steps would need to be taken for a regulated bank to trade Bitcoin, including factors beyond their control. The Goldman CEO, Lloyd Blankfein, had made mixed statements on cryptocurrencies, and Goldman. Last autumn he tweeted, "Still thinking about Bitcoin, no conclusion, not endorsing or rejecting. Know that folks were also skeptical when paper money displaced gold." In a later interview, Blankfein said that Bitcoin is not for me, and he was unsure whether it would succeed in time. He said there, that's his tweet there. Reports in May that Goldman was moving ahead with cryptocurrency trading desk led some optimists to believe that it was an important step in legitimizing and mainstreaming digital currencies. Today's report that Goldman is backing off its plans has left some cryptocurrencies declining. So that could be the news behind the move. The other thing is the Silk Road injection of funds. Now, if this Bitcoin that's been transferred to Bitfinex, Binance and BitMEX by Silk Road is being sold off, then that could have also caused the drop in price. Whenever anybody sells a large quantity, and this is 111,000 Bitcoin, so a huge quantity of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, that could decrease the price, because it means that there's a lot of demand to buy. There's a lot of demand to sell rather, and therefore that can drive the price down. So this could be an explanation as well. Personally, I think that the chart analysis is the best explanation behind it, because we were expecting that drop anyway. The RSI needed to cool down a little before we could go to the next bull run, and that is basically what is playing out. So you can always find a news story to back up what's happening on the charts. Let's go to the one-day chart again. But sometimes it's almost as though the news stories are being timed to fit in with the charts. Yep, so we were heading up. Now, I was expecting a drop slightly before this. I was expecting it to start dropping from about the 1st of September, but we did go up a little more, which I found quite surprising. But then we did drop down to the levels that I was expecting. We have dropped down even lower actually than I was expecting. So I think the same thing that I was expecting to happen before will happen once the RSIs have cooled off. This is the stochastic RSI that I've got on the top that's more useful for when we're in a sideways movement. The normal RSI is better for the general movements that we're seeing now, and that's now cooling off. Because the stochastic RSI was very high for a long time, so that needed to cool off. So yeah, it's what we was expecting, but the news stories are definitely interesting as well. So let me know what you think about that in the comments. And I've got a couple more interesting news stories. One about Bitcoin Diamond. Now this is a fork of Bitcoin. They have experienced a big pump. So let's go to the Bitcoin Diamond chart and see what's happened with that recently. Okay, here's the Bitcoin Diamond chart on Binance, and this is calculated by TradingView. They don't normally trade it in US dollars, so there was a little pump there, nothing extraordinary. I think that here is the pump that they are referring to in the article. So there was a massive pump really of that coin before it did drop. So if anybody shorted it up there, then it could have been a good profit. Very interesting news in Iran. The Bitcoin price has hit $24,000 in Iran on one of their local exchanges. The Iranian exchange EXIR have been selling Bitcoin for a world record price equivalent to $24,000 US. So fantastic opportunities do exist for arbitrage. If you can buy Bitcoin cheap on a US exchange and then sell it on this Iran exchange, potential is there for making good profits at the moment. So very interesting, and this is all because the Iran government said that it is okay to mine Bitcoin in Iran. So interesting times for the Bitcoin price. I think that it definitely represents a good opportunity to buy, in my opinion, at the moment, because we are going down to these record low prices. I don't think the price will go below $5975 because we are seeing this kind of floor here, or a support line, which is a rising support line that we have touched a few times. Like I can count 3 times on that chart there. So I don't think we'll go below that line. No doubt when we do go near that, we're going to start bouncing back up again. So it could represent a good opportunity to buy. And shorts that are represented here on my chart in the cyan color are now approaching record highs again as well. So often when shorts are very high, like they were back here, then an increase in Bitcoin price does follow. So good luck with your trading. Let me know what you think in the comments. I do appreciate every one of you subscribing and clicking that like button, because they do help the videos to go out to more people. Check out this video as well, which I'm sure you will love, and see you again soon. Bye for now.